right, guys, exactly. I see that some of you are paying attention. Yeah, the 7 stars, it's the Pleiades being symbolized on both sides of the royal arch of heaven. Now, one of the commenters commented that, yeah, this reminds him of the Stargate. Well, that's exactly what it is. Exactly. It's the whole symbolism for the movie Stargate. It's the whole symbolism for what you're seeing here. But now what we're going to do is we're going to get into the depth of the detail of understanding and move past the fictional account of what they're trying to say. Notice here that we see that the Pleiades is exalting or coming down on the foundation of the northern kingdom of Israel on both sides. Now that's going to make sense here in a little bit when we talk about the division of these two kingdoms. I'm just going to give a brief overview of the split of these tribes and who's actually gone north, and then give you the biblical scriptures to support it. Now, what I want you to see here is this. This is Job chapter 38, verse 31 through 33. Now, this is exactly what Job is talking about. This is exactly what Job is asking. Canst thou bind the sweet influences of the Pleiades, or loose the bands of Orion? Canst thou bring forth Mesroth in his season, or canst thou guide Arcturus with his sons? He's asking, who is going to be able to bind them? And then who is going to be able to loose them? Who is going to be able to bring them forth in their season? Now remember, signs and seasons go together. He's asking who is going to be able to bring them together in their proper sign. Or canst thou guide Arcturus with his sons? And that's the descendants. Now many people are going to equivalate this into astrotheology as having only anything to do with the cosmos, or the creation scenario as it's been recorded in the cosmos by the zodiac. That is just to throw you off. Absolutely. It's just to throw you off. So the most important thing that you got to see here is that we have an association of the binding of these constellational representations of stars. Now remember, I told you in ancient Hebrew, star means angel. So we see a representation loosely which is associating us with the supposed fallen angels from Genesis 6. But the whole revelation that we're having here is that they're not fallen angels at all. And I'm going to prove that to you with this Hebrew Bible right here. So we see the whole scenario being presented for us in the Bible of what you're looking here. Who's going to be able to bring them forth from this binding? Who's going to be able to guide these sons back in their proper season? The next thing that you want to understand is that we're not going to lack any confirmation here for what I've told you about the unicorn. Listen to this. Now once again, that's Job chapter 38, and then now we're going to go to 39, and I want you to see here what it says. The range of the mountains is his pasture, and he searcheth out every green thing. Will the unicorn be willing to serve thee, or abide by thy crib? Canst thou bind the unicorn with his band in the furrow? Or will he harrow the valleys after thee? Wilt thou trust him because of his strength is great? Or wilt thou leave thy labor to him? Wilt thou believe him that he will bring home thy seed and gather it unto the barn? Now friends, for all of my biblically minded people here, okay, that might think that I'm not showing you exactly what's going down in this Bible. Now keep in mind, I'm going to give you the conclusion of this, of why this is like this. But you absolutely need to see everything that I'm telling you on this note about the Pleiades, and then about the exaltation of the false house of Israel is being recorded right in front of you. Canst thou bind the unicorn with his band in the furrow? Wilt thou trust him because his strength is great? Or wilt thou leave thy labor to him? I'll explain.